What's going on, guys? The Iron here, back with another Dragon Ball The Breakers video, and we got a very special video today because I have the exclusive. So this is my first recording back from Battle Hour 2023, Dragon Ball Battle Hour 2023, and I actually had the opportunity to speak to the producer of Dragon Ball The Breakers, and I'll show you the picture in a moment. So here it is. This is the producer, Ryosuke Hara. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I actually got to take some pictures with him first. Dude, he really posed, man. Look at us cheesing together. Like, this is great, dude. Like, I could not. So when I got here, I asked them if any of the dev team was going to be here, and they're like, the producer is going to be showing up. This was Saturday. So also big shout outs to Xanda, Dan, and Marco. Very nice people from the team of the Breakers. They were very nice in speaking with me and allowing me to speak with the producer, right? Now, if you guys don't know, Hara-san actually is, Japanese, of course. So I had to have a translator basically have the conversation be translated, right? So if I asked the question, she would translate. If he said anything, she would translate back to me, and that's how it went down. It wasn't like I was saying hello, he said hello. There was a translation. There was a language barrier, is basically what I'm trying to say. So, let me stop showing this picture because I'm gonna start cringing out. But basically, what you guys want to know, right? What you guys want to know: did I ask the crossplay question? Yes, I did. And I want to preface this by saying this was very on the spot. I did not know when I was going to be speaking to the producer, and I was prepared as I could, right? So unfortunately, there is no footage of me actually speaking to the producer because I didn't know when I was going to do it. I had no idea when I was going to do it. And our conversation actually was ended a little abruptly because the singer of Shala, what's it called? The singer of the freaking Dragon Ball theme, dude. Shala had Shala. Damn, I couldn't say it. I'm sorry, I'm like stuttering. But basically, yeah, the performer of that song came on, so we had to end our conversation so we could watch the performance. And then unfortunately, I didn't get to see the producer after that. So the way I asked the question was saying, I basically said, season 2 was great, and I'm really happy with the way you guys like showed up and made season 2 as good as it could be. Very happy with Vegeta's Raider, very happy with the new transfers so far, very happy with the new implementation of the Q system. I mean the Raider exclusive Q system. I understand there is like the whole thing about not being able to play friends with Raiders. I just mean the thought of like allowing us to queue specifically as Raider. I just want, basically like compliment the game. Just do like a criticism sandwich, not criticism sandwich, but basically say what I liked about they did for season 2 and say what I want, right? So that was my game plan. So I said all that good stuff. Season 2 came with a lot of features. Season 3 obviously is upcoming. Crossplay is something that's a lot of people's minds. So, what's happening with that? And basically the translator said, we can't speak on season 3 and kind of brush the crossplay question aside. But before everybody panics, before everybody goes to the comment section and freaks out, I didn't want to just keep hammering about the crossplay thing because there are other things to talk about and they are aware of it. Clearly they are aware of it. If you guys don't know, they actually have a survey in game right now. I have not done the survey yet. I have not even opened up the letter yet because they did the survey when I was away. So I'm going to be doing a video about covering the survey and everything that they have inside of it. And crossplay is one of those things. So clearly they are aware of crossplay, that people want it. And I do want to mention to you guys, try not to be jerks and a-holes in the Twitter comments because they actually do read those. They told me that straight up, that they actually do read the Twitter comments. So try to be respectful as you can, right? I understand that there are frustrations. I understand that people are upset about certain things that they've done, but understand that they are open to feedback. That's actually one of the things that the Breakers team told me to bring to Hara-san was feedback, more so than questions. I ended up asking some questions anyway, but they wanted feedback more than anything else. So in things that I can confirm, they are thinking about adding a wish to revive one survivor. So that doesn't sound that great, but they are considering adding another wish for survivors. I did ask them that. I did tell them that the second wish, besides level 4 wish is great. I told them they did a great job of adding the end screen animations with the level 4. But the fact that the other wish only increases everyone's Dragon Change up by 1, and it doesn't recover any of the Dragon Change back, makes it a pretty weak wish. I told them this, and the producer heard about my complaint and basically responded saying that they are worried that if they give Dragon Change back as well as increasing the level, then it'll be too easy for survivors to jump the Raider. And I didn't want to just keep having a back and forth about that, but that's basically what they thought. I told the translator maybe they could give back a percentage, but then we moved on, right? So they are considering adding a 3rd wish for survivors, reviving a down survivor, at least 1. So that is very cool that they are considering that. I also told them the issue with Cell, not necessarily about my video, my issue with Cell, but the issue of the fact that he's very strong and the fact that he can level up very easily. If you guys don't know, with Cell, you can level up basically to the level 4 while you're level 3. All you need is 2 down survivors. So if you're level 3 and you get 2 down survivors, you got your level 4, and you're basically the strongest version of a Raider in the game, right? You are the level 4. So I did tell them about that, and they basically said, like they stated in the survey months ago, that the reason why they did that to Cell just because his win rate wasn't as good as they would like it to be. So that's why they made that adjustment, and they told me that they would consider adjusting Cell based on my feedback. Okay, I was told, so basically I was told not to ask any questions based on monetization. So what this means, so I know a couple of you guys are upset, myself included, that there is no pity system for active skills and passive skills. The only form of pity is through spirit, and you can use the spirit to buy super attacks. I asked the team if that is something that I could ask producer, and they told me to not really go into that because that goes into monetization, and that's not really something that the producer can discuss. That's more of like a higher up thing that is above, like that's more of like a Bandai type thing, right? Because that's a money making thing, not necessarily a game bug or something they can adjust. Is like the vibe that I got when asking about that. They also emphasized that they really wanted feedback, like I said before. And going back to that wish, they said that they're more than likely not going to change the 2nd wish because of the jumping issue that I mentioned before. I think the way they could adjust it, if they were, I don't think they are based on what they said, is that they give a percentage of our change back, not in the entire change, or they give some survivors change back, right? So I actually drew a blank during the conversation. So to give you guys like an overview of how this came to be, Saturday I was hanging out with some of the team. I was talking to Xanda a little bit. I was talking to Dan a little bit. I was talking to Marco, who's part of the EU team, a little bit. Very lovely people. Xanda and Dan were actually part of the live stream, so you can recognize them from there. But Marco, I don't believe he was. Very lovely people. They're very nice. And I appreciate them for allowing me to speak with the producer, of course. They give me one sec. I want to check my notes. Okay, sorry. I just don't want to be like, I'm a little scatterbrained with this because as I was like speaking to them, I was trying to like jot things down to like talk to you guys about. So basically, one of them, I don't want to say who because I don't want to put them on the spot, asked me what Raider I'd like to see next. I said Broly, and they also said they would like to see Broly. So I'm not saying Broly is the next Raider. I'm not saying that. But the fact that I said I would like to see Broly and the fact that they said they would like to see Broly, I don't know, man. I don't know. But of course, I did make that Goku Black speculation video. So I do think it really is going to be Broly or Goku Black, man. I'm like ready to place my bets. Also, like I said during my conversation with the producer, I did draw a blank and I kind of ran out of questions to ask. My main questions were the Wish, CROSSPLAY, Season 3, and Cell. That's all I had time for. And when I couldn't think of anything else, the translator actually asked the producer if he had any questions for me. And they straight up asked me about the lobby stuff. And when I mean the lobby stuff, I mean the fact that we can't queue with our friends anymore when we play as Raider. They know. They asked me. I didn't ask them about the lobby issues. They asked me and how you guys feel about that. I told them I appreciate the fact that they changed the system where you can queue specifically as Raider. I know there are a lot of people that were requesting that. I told them I was really appreciative of that, but I told them there were also a lot of people, myself included, who are very disappointed that they can't play Raider with friends anymore. And I also told them I understand why they got rid of it, because there is the issue of people grinding and throwing games. Say if you get a lobby with all 8 players, right? All your survivors could just throw the games for you. Say I'm playing Raider and all my viewers just throw games for me. That way I can just like grind my Raider and get them to level 100 as fast as possible. They don't want that, right? Because it's cheating. It's kind of, you know, it's taking advantage of the system in place. So I understand why they have that in effect. But I also told them that people are very disappointed that that's not in the game anymore. I made sure to stress that. So they are aware of that, and I told them that. And they are aware of that because of Twitter, right? Things that you guys say on Twitter, they read. They read this stuff. So also keep that in mind. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the pictures again. Again, I like to give a huge thank you to the team at the Breakers booth. Xanda, Dan, and Marco, thank you guys so much. One of the dev team, or one of the developers, somebody there, they were Japanese. They could speak a little bit of English. I actually pulled up my channel and they ended up subscribing to my channel. And I knew they were, you know, Japanese, because when they subscribed to me, my channel name was in Japanese. So it was very, very cool. But yeah, this was the Breakers booth. We actually got to do it. Like, dude, Hara-san is a goat for actually like posing with me and like taking pictures with me. I understand like you guys have like your grievances with the game and whatnot, but the fact that he was willing to speak with me, I believe I'm the first creator to speak with Hara-san. So that was very, very cool as well. So here's the Breakers booth. I just want to show you guys. I record this from my phone, so sorry if it's like booty quality. So this was like, at the side they had 8 little stations for people to play. And you got a Breakers lanyard, basically, for playing the game. So it was very cool. Very, very cool. And that's me, of course. But yeah. They had Season 2 stuff, and people actually got to play as King Furry. I didn't get to play as King Furry. I actually didn't get to play as him yet. But unfortunately, there were no new Breakers announcements at Battle Hour. Breakers was just one of the games you could play at Battle Hour, but nothing new was shown there, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, so just kind of to like wrap things up, they are aware of feedback. They are aware of people's issues with the lobby system. They are aware of crossplay. Unfortunately, I could not get confirmation whether or not they were going to add it, but they are aware of it, and, you know, whether or not they're working on it, I can't say, but they are aware of it. They're considering nerfing Cell. I did bring that up to them. I don't know if they're going to do it. They're considering it. They are considering adding another wish where you can revive a downed survivor, and I believe, I'm going to look through my notes again, but I believe that was it. Yeah, also the other thing is that they're probably not going to change the second wish. But beyond that, I think that's really it, guys. In terms of like how it went and how it happened, I was at the Breakers booth. Again, I was chatting it up with some of the Breakers team on Saturday. They told me that the producer was on break, so unfortunately Saturday I could not speak with him. Sunday, I randomly went to the booth with my friend's girlfriend. One of the Legends guys, his girlfriend wanted to try out the game, so I played with them. And after I finished the match, they were like, "Hey, producer, so you want to talk to him?" I'm like, I'm like, sure. I was a little prepared, right? Because I had those posts for you guys to ask questions and whatnot. So I had some questions prepared. But I also had to keep in mind, like, the main thing, guys, is that I wanted to be respectful. From my understanding, I was the first creator to ever speak to the producer of the Breakers. So I just wanted to be respectful. I wanted to tell them how much we love and appreciate this game, how unique we think it is, how grateful we are for them trying something different, and he seemed to be very appreciative about it. I wish I got to speak to him more, but the fact that he was willing to take pictures with me, answer my questions, and was open to feedback first and foremost, I think shows promise, right? Hopefully down the line I'll be able to speak to him again. Also, they did mention that they are aware of content creators covering this game. Fortunately, I don't think they were aware of me. We are pretty small, but we are growing, of course. They actually did tell me to collab with some creators, of course, which I'm definitely open to. If you guys have any recommendations of who you'd like to see me collab with, definitely let me know in the comments below. They mentioned somebody in UK. I'm like, UK. do they mean Steedos? And they're like, yes. So they know of Steedos. They do know of Steedos. So I might reach out to him in the future and say they would love to see creators like me collab with him. So I might reach out to him and see if we could get something going. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much how it went. Again, there was a language barrier, but I try to be respectful as possible. And I know I couldn't get all the questions that you guys wanted to answered, but I feel like I did get something at least. And hopefully in the future, if I do get another opportunity to speak to Hara-san, I'll be a little more prepared. But you guys can understand, man, it's my first time speaking to you know, a producer and a Japanese one that doesn't speak fluent English, right? Because I actually did get to speak to another producer, the producer of Dragon Ball Legends, but he's fluent in English. So that's a whole different ball game. Where Hara-san, you know, he doesn't speak either as much English or English at all. So there's definitely that language barrier to keep in mind. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little kind of spaced out just because pretty much just talking about my experience at Battle Hour. Very, very cool seeing things firsthand there and being able to speak to the Breakers team. So keep in mind, guys, that these are real people. I know I meaned on them a little bit during the live stream, but these are real people and they do care about the game. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. If I get to speak to Hara-san again, definitely prepare me some questions in the comments below, things that you wish I should have asked him. I did not tell Hara-san my name or my channel name. I was a little starstruck, I'll be honest with you. But I did tell some of the other members of the team my name. So they are aware of the channel, but I don't know if Hara-san is, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, in the comments below, let me know how I did. If I served the Breakers well, or if I failed you. I understand if I failed you a little bit. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more Dragon Ball The Breakers updates, interviews, potentially. I did also tell them that content creators like myself are definitely open to showcase anything new to the game. They told me that it would be a hard process just because we'd have to sign a bunch of paperwork and whatnot, and Bandai would have to approve it. It's a whole thing. But I told them that we are open to it. So yeah, so subscribe for more updates, funny gameplay moments, showcases, and all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.